A 15-year-old boy suddenly discovered a loophole in the bank, so he quickly took out a file and scraped off the date on the expired check. After wiping off the marks on it, use a ballpoint pen to write May 32nd, preventing check expiration. Then he cut off the signature on the postcard, paste on the name bar, then take down the logo on the model aircraft, carefully stick it onto the check, forged a special check for an airline employee, but when he comes to the bank to withdraw money, but the front desk lady said, this check does not match his identity, unable to exchange with him, although it was not successfully cashed in. But fortunately, the workmanship of the check did not arouse suspicion, so Frank disguised himself as a journalist, coming to the airline, pretend to do bricklaying on them, actually take the opportunity to write down everything about becoming a pilot. After understanding clearly, he came to the clothing factory again, has the teacher tailor a uniform for him. After putting on this body, the bank that did not redeem his check before also did not hesitate to redeem a large amount of cash for him. With my first success, Frank's courage has also become stronger and stronger, even spent a lot of money to buy a bank-specific printer. Help him make more authentic checks. As long as there are sufficient models in the market, he can make fake checks indefinitely, withdraw more cash. It didn't take long. These faked checks caught the attention of the police, and found the hotel where he stayed based on the consumption location of the check. After confirming that Frank has not left yet, Carl, he took out his pistol and walked through the hallway, go straight upstairs and have a corner with each other, breaking in. After coming in, besides seeing some tools for making fake checks, no other findings. At this moment, suddenly, a sound came from the bathroom. Carl held the pistol vigilantly, let the people inside come out, but I didn't expect Frank not only didn't run away, instead, calmly disguised as someone from the intelligence agency, introduced the case to Carl. Although Frank analyzed this case thoroughly, Carl still hasn't put down his guard, and requested to see his ID. Frank saw the situation. I had to pull out an empty wallet, just give it to Carl. Seeing things about to come to light, Frank had a brainstorm. Open the curtains with one hand. Tell Carl, the prisoner has already been taken away by his colleagues at this time. LPD, I'll go check his ID. Frank saw that Carl was completely in his dark, so he turned around and calmly demanded, Carl, please show me your ID too. Despite the necessary procedures, Frank ordered Carl to help him guard the evidence here, and he quickly walked out of the room holding the printer. Wait until Carl detects an abnormality. It was Frank who had already walked 2 meters on his long legs and ran without a trace. Meanwhile, newspapers have also begun reporting on Frank's fake identity, so Frank had to decide to retire to the mountains and forests, live a peaceful life. Immediately after, he cut off the emblem of Harvard University from his book, glue the image onto the paper and then use a template to reproduce one's name on the paper. Finally, use a compressor to print a metal seal on the foil paper. Create a graduation certificate for a Harvard medical doctor. Exquisite forgery techniques. Not only did he successfully apply for an iron rice bowl, and with his handsome face, falling into a beautiful girl, who has not yet delved into the world. Not long after, the two will have an agreement. From then on I lived a shameless life.